Dudley to hear the views of these children ahead of the big vote next week for adults who will decide who run the country.
This is Newsround!
In just 6 days, a big vote is taking place for adults in the UK called the general election, and it will decide who runs the country. This week, we've travelled to every nation in the UK to hear from you, finding out what you'd like to see done by the politicians in charge. So far, we've been to Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales, and today, Emma Louise is in England. Hi, Emma Louise.
Hi, Nina. Yes, so for the last stop of the Newsround election roadshow, we're in England, specifically here in Dudley in the West Midlands. And Dudley is known as the heart of an area called the Black Country. It got that name because during Victorian times, metal nails, chains and anchors were made here. And the region had many thousands of iron and steel factories, which created lots of smoke and soot. If you walk around now, you can still see lots of evidence of that industrial history. So I'm here at this school to find out the views of these children ahead of that big vote next week. And actually later this week in this school, they're hosting their own mock election with their own political parties and their own promises for what they do if they win and get in charge. So I'd love to know, what are your different parties called?
The Healthcare Party.
The Eco-Education Party.
Very nice. And yours?
The Royal Environment.
An enthusiastic party from them. OK, so what are the main issues that have been coming up?
The main issues are mental health, physical health, environment, housing and taxes.
And what is your favourite thing about your manifesto?
In our party, Royal Environment, I really enjoyed that in our manifesto we talk about both mental and physical health.
Very nice. And they've done a lot of learning about the election at this school. So how has that been?
We've been learning about democracy in our PSHE lessons. We have formed our own political parties. The Mayor and MPs have been in to talk to us. And today, children from our school and trust are visiting Parliament.
Very nice. Now, obviously, that big election is next week. So what are the main issues you'd like the government to tackle?
We'd like the government to tackle climate change because we're the future of this country and we don't want anyone pumping waste into the ocean.
So why is that so important to you?
Because we're the future.
You are, that's true. What advice would you give to whoever is Prime Minister after the election?
My advice would be to give every child the same right of education in with special educational needs.
Very good. And if you could ask the Prime Minister to do one more thing for children, what would that be?
Put more funding into technology because it'll be needed more in future careers.
Really good answers from this school. Clearly been doing a lot of research into that election. OK, back to you in the studio, Nina.
Thanks, Emma Louise, and thanks, guys. Some excellent ideas there.